So, at this point, we'd like to do a couple interesting things. We'd like to recognize a couple people. We have a couple special friends, I would say, of 76 Capital. One is here. She's the state treasurer of Delaware, Velda Jones-Potter. Again, if you could sort of wave to everybody. The interesting thing about, one of the things we've done some great things. Thanks, Velda, for coming, and she's got her team with her. But this is a really interesting human being. She's an interesting person. She's a great friend. But she also has done some groundbreaking things. And again, when we sort of talk about what's next, when we talk about the types of innovative things that we're going to get to be involved with, think about this statistic. Velda is one of 3 people in the United States who is African American to hold a statewide office. It's unbelievable, the unbelievable position she's in. She's had many other firsts in her business, in her career. She was the first African American woman to hold statewide office in Delaware. She was the first woman to serve as finance director of the city of Wilmington in Delaware. And she was the first African American woman to graduate at the University of Delaware engineering program. So we're really proud and happy to have her here and as part of the 76 Capital family. And another person we'd also like to recognize, and unfortunately wasn't able to be here today, is Barry Friedman. Barry is the CEO of the Albert Einstein Healthcare Network. Barry is doing amazing things with Einstein. You're going to hear more and more things with the new hospital that we're building. One of our board members, Josh Gross, is here, and I think there's some other board members that may be here as well. But we're really excited to have Barry involved with us, looking at new and innovative healthcare technology companies. One of the things that's happening at Einstein right now is there's a program that they're using, which is in beta at Moss Rehab, which is one of the top rehab hospitals in the country, that's here in Philadelphia. They're using a product called Rewalk. And that product has allowed people that were completely paralyzed to put on this basically exoskeleton and walk for the first time. And this program and this company and this program at Moss Rehab was actually showcased on Good Morning America with George Stephanopoulos. And someone who had not walked in about 10 years put on this exoskeleton and walked on TV, and it was fascinating. It was one of the most moving, emotional things ever. And there's exciting opportunities for us with what Barry's doing at Einstein. So at this point, we'd like to now call up to the stage Ira Brind. Ira is the chairman of the advisory board here at 76 Capital. And we'd like to give Ira the Spirit Award. Now, this is the first time we've done an award like this, and we're very excited to give this to Ira. Now, why? Because not only has Ira been a great friend of the fund, not only has been a great supporter of us, but Ira is someone who's extremely involved in the overall community. What has he done? He's been the chairman of the Jefferson Hospital. He's also been, thanks for coming up. Thank you. He's the vice chairman of the University of Arts. He's on the board of the Philadelphia Art Museum. He's involved with the Wistar Institute. He's involved with the Connolly Foundation. He's involved with the Jefferson Health System. And he's the kind of person that we like to have involved with our business. So we'd like to present Ira with the first ever Spirit Award of 76 Capital. And we'd like to hopefully do a lot more great things with Ira in the future. At this point, we'd also like to announce another award winner. And he doesn't know he's getting an award. He thought he was just coming here to give a speech. But he's our partner, our former partner, our current partner, our friend, the current state treasurer of the state of Pennsylvania, Rob McCord. So before we give Rob his award, let's watch this video.
Give me Philadelphia, a world-class platform for a great quality of life in the early 21st century, and be reminded about just how much good and how much money can be made in biotechnology if you stand and share a stage with Ed Rendell, who, among other things, proves you don't need to have too much hair when you're a great leader. Don't get me for that. We will be there for you. We've been there for hundreds upon hundreds of executives. What I invite all of you to do is to please be bullish and continue to brand ensure that we continue to boast about this region. Let's remember to recruit and retain creative, technology-oriented development between DC and New York, because we are so dogged and so pragmatic, and because at the end of the day, Greater Philadelphia is a place for pragmatism. So please give yourselves a round of applause for all that you have accomplished, especially pride in the way this region is bouncing back. Let's be honest, in the first half of this decade, many in this region, many in this room, faced some rough and challenging times. But it was amazing how many leaders responded so productively. And this region is again thriving. Both the tech sector and the life sciences sector are doing great. We're also starting to see significant wealth creation again, which is wonderful. M&A activity is way up. And of course, I, as an early stage investor, love to see that younger companies are beginning to act relatively. We should be thinking about some of the amazing companies, even some of the amazing industries we've been able to create over the last 15 years. Think about it. Few of us 15 years ago, and in some cases none of us, had heard of companies, some of which didn't even exist 15 years ago, such as Half.com, eCount, Endo Pharmaceuticals, and Analytical Graphics, and Cephalon, and eMoney, and Gestalt, and FiberLink, and Puricor, and Precedent, and SunGuard, and of course the Internet Capital Group. Great, give those companies a round of applause. And sit back and think about it and look around this room and ask yourself, how optimistic should you be about the next 50 years? Thank you so much to all of you.
So, I'd like to call Rob up and present Rob, our friend, the Leadership Award from 76 Capital.
I really will. Thank you.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. Am I the only one who feels like I just died? A tear came to my eyes. I was so moved by my death and what a good guy I was. I was worried that it was going to be films of my head in Wayne's parents' refrigerator. I think what I really deserve an award for is I've mooched more food from Wayne's parents and in-laws and Wayne himself than probably anybody else in the room. Listen, we're all old friends here. It's hot in this room. I stand between us and cocktails. So let me just do a couple of quick words. One, I want to thank you. I'm grateful to all of you because you, my chief of staff up here, John Lisco, the person who really runs Pennsylvania Treasury, is here. You are our base. You're the independent people who create wealth, create jobs, have real generosity. I'm endlessly grateful to you. I hope I get to represent you. I also thank you for always putting up with me when I'm promoting others. In this case, I want to re-promote Velda Jones-Potter. This is her election cycle. You heard that there are only 3 African-American statewide elected officials in the country. I had forgotten that she was the first woman to graduate from University of Delaware's very difficult engineering program. Please give Velda a round of applause. I owe her a personal check, even though I'm several hundred grand in debt to my own thing. I hope that we get close to a 90% give rate to Velda's re-elect. Unlike in Pennsylvania where it's uncapped giving, they actually have campaign contribution limits. So please work with the 2 state treasurers who are both huge fans of Wayne's and Tony. And also, I just want to remind you again and again, it's not just the what, it's the who. What you heard here, what you see, what you live, what many of you really develop wealth and jobs around, is this kind of technology-oriented innovation that is so spectacular in the way it improves people's lives as well as creating wealth and jobs. I was actually honored to see that technology in Israel with an Israeli soldier who had been a paraplegic, actually learning to walk again. I mean, that's when you know this kind of technology-oriented investing makes a huge difference. But it's more than just the what, it's the who. And what makes 76 Capital so great is that the DNA is sitting right up here. It's their generosity of spirit, their energy, their creativity. Gotta be the best place ever for an annual event. Please give Tony and my beloved friend and brother Wayne Kimmel a round of applause. And let's go drink and celebrate and think up ways to create more wealth in the future. Thank you very much.